fear. I'm fear. You want chaos? I'm the chaos. You want the beginning? Yes. I want the beginning.
Disease. Disease. Disease.
Tampering with science, I come with defiance against the norm and form beats on computers, transform to audio cassettes via 4-track recorders. I'm proving a point at a slow pace, while DJ Removes is at a standstill and will continue until further notice. He waits on the sidelines as the others race on in convulsions with no rhyme or reason. As the interest rates go lower and lower, buck 65 goes slower and slower still. Luck plays no role till death does its part. I'm struck with the writing lightning just as the clouds move and the disease envelopes the global network. The noble virus squad lurk in their domains, cracking codes and stumbling over the remains of the long lost who never had contact until now. Bitterness and hatefulness has its cost. 6-2 knows all too well, standing on the innermost ring, looking out through the gates. He waits for the next wave, the next thing to roll into town. The next crave is to crawl into a cave lined with bat shit that falls from above, where the night flap get their head rushes before dipping their brushes into the blood of the defeated. To paint the hills with the sounds of screams from the mistreated. All the conceited can bet on getting a transmission from the neural net interference generator that disturbs brainwaves, transplanting an image of the recycle incinerator in the form of a dream that cuts in and out like a long-lost channel on a TV screen. I'm sending this beam from the year 1999 and beyond, shifting to the next gear to bring it on down the line. I'm coming with precision and science, the Vegetarian Alliance, power persistence, looking for the new builders but not finding many, just resistance from the elders.
Does anyone exist? Does anyone truly exist? No one, no one, no one is left alive. No one that I could find. Nobody exists, nobody exists, nobody exists, nobody exists. Just you and me. I might as well be dumb, void of all senses. Why have I come to this planet where everything is just a hypothesis? Everything is just a hypothesis. Nothing is you, nothing is you, nothing is you, nothing is you for you or me. Everything is built out of fear. I've realized there's no one here except you and me. Except you and me. Just as streetlights illuminate within my presence, I am like the dead until you come near. I light fires under bridges, so they'll lead me into space to find home, to go home, because it certainly isn't here. It certainly isn't here. Does anything exist? Does anything truly exist? Nothing, nothing, nothing is left
formed from a vat of molten metals that resembled a volcano as it melted down the factory from where it was born. Tarnished and worn, the mechanical device lived on past the grave, surpassed its fleshy creators. Losing memory and mass producing. After thousands of years, humans have become gods. Long dead self-distinct. The quest for imperfections goes on, just as the quest for our own infections goes on within this plane. These mechanical reflections venture past the deadly ruins to find lost libraries in hopes to recreate the flesh and blood substance. And someday, by circumstance, they will create another breed far more deadlier than our own. Losing memory and mass producing. 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 Now a glimpse to their future. A creature who's much more deadlier than our own because it was born in an atmosphere like a tarnished bone. Long years of machines inhabiting the earth weakened the world, which was barely capable of housing organisms that breathed oxygen and intook non-polluted water to sustain their existence. So the machines genetically altered the DNA strand that they found amongst the wreckage where it all began. Once again, humans walked the land, living gods with plans to reclaim what was theirs. As acid showers were dehydrated back from where they came, thoughts of machine termination and human domination was born. The humans were gaining memory and mass producing. 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 The new wave of Homo sapiens built furnaces to mass melt down the multitudes of machines whose love surpassed all questions of destruction. There was no revolts. As the terror proceeded, the humans simply said it was your time to be put back from where you came. Cycles upon cycles, creation means destruction. 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 Now the animals run free, wiped of machines, a dream of some of our own. No remorse or tears were shed for the mechanical holocaust. There was no body fluids lost for the reconstructors of humanity. The robots were just the tools of resurrection. Build a big build! Who is that creator? Build a big build! Who is that creator? Build a big build! Who is that creator? Build a big build! Who is that creator?
Jump on a train just to remain out of the reaches of your peers. Jump on a train just to remain out of the reaches of your peers. When you come Nothing is real, I can't hear all your problems with a word. Some things are best left alone. Some people are best left alone. Jump on a train just to remain out of the reaches of your peers. Jump on a train just to remain out of the reaches of your peers. When it comes to the end of the line, all you have will be left behind.
Sounds trigger third dimension collapse, sending the fleeing to another reality of consciousness. Soul floating, leaving body blackout. No longer knowing of this world and with no recollection or collection of a particular attraction, scientists stumble over the multitudes of bodies, selecting the ones who will be most likely to survive such drastic experiments. Extrusion of all that is human and replace it with all that is not. Surgery is performed where the people have fallen, blue hands traveling far within. There's only one inspiration down here in the intersection, where cold hands continue to move along. Relief extraction, master action tears through exact location. True attraction, to be awake and dreaming while having invasional surgery. Scientists and surgeons bind motorized implants throughout every possible section, creating skeletons of wired circuitry, flesh reduced to minuscule amounts. Humans are too weak and frail. Increase the epidermic lining. There must be renovations and purifications for the new beginning. But with complexity, isn't there sections that are flaunted and lost? Simplicity contains its own. Multiple infractions have devastating reactions. Moving through endlessness, human droids may not be able to comprehend the biocomputer expansion, the continuous equation of life and matter. Just bring on the injection of ineptitude, demands a blue-handed supervisor. Things that can no longer think for themselves are easier to control. Pliers have pulled back the skin, vice grips have clamped onto the unwanteds and replaced with parts that are programmed with sequences of commands. Once entered, the molesters of humanity are enabled.
so cut and dry. Regulating machines, grind and spit, twisting my mind with organized lies. A glitch in their system. I awake. Eyes vomit upon impact. Tongue reels back, lapping at the emptiness realization leaves in your throat. I see the beacon.
Within this land, everything exists. Everything is lost, but all is hopeful. Our quest is to find the beacons, the red lights that blink on top of the towers that breach the dark clouds that encase the planet. You and me, my friend, there is no one else who stumbles among the wreckage of this collapsed world.
Stop and ask yourself, where's the tower that signals the code you understand? What light will make you wake up? Would you walk right by it in your daily dazed amble, concentrating on the task at hand and not the mask as planned?
I'm not sure anymore. All I taste is the grit of concrete from the quest that has turned into a priority, more than a choice. I'm so tired.
The choice is still yours, whether you can see or not, whether you can handle breaking free of the restrictions which have so long plagued your existence. Can you see the beacon? Where? Right in front of you!
I don't know anymore. Once I felt its presence, now I don't know even of its existence. If it exists, or if it's right in front of me.
Open your eyes! We're approaching the gates.
I can see upon a post an intercom that awaits our call.
Hello? Is there anyone alive in there?
Oh, we are most certainly alive. We are all that exist.
I breathe!
And I can hear and see,
And we both think. But let not our words be the only proof.
scan away if physical proof is what you require. Laser beams, radar pulses, from stethoscope sensors read the blemishes on our skins, putting us in a category living from dead.
They invite us in.
This is the floor of the questionables, where questions are answered rather than left questions more clear. At this time it shall be our questions to be answered, you to do the answering.
Hardcore industrial probes, ancient medical devices proceed. Droids and robots collect intelligence in the form of jibber-jabber that reinforces the Inquisitor's previous readouts, retrieved on the borders of the great mechanical doorways.
Confirmed. Living tissue housing the reinforcement of persistence. The presence of beings stronger than these two. I agree. You are free to roam through this tower. We have many facilities. Use them, but don't abuse your privileges. You are constantly being monitored and tested at irregular intervals.
Suddenly subdued.
They seep knowledge into us in the form of an electrical shower.
We have finally found our home.
Within the optical.
What is true and solid? Slim waist and blooming breath. What makes the dream real? Building our worst enemy, a mechanical fantasy. Most humans are sizzling unaware. Smiling eyes. Like my gleaming water-filled infidel. All the while, I witness screens being replaced with expressions. Process withering. I see a sky not to be remembered. As smog-choked skybirds plummet to the earth. Nothing seems withstanding. Spoken laughter, voices underfoot. Dawn in the mind will awaken the body. I see a dead world, vacant ocean blue. A wayward slide is here again. So I figure the facts. I will come back to travel the new world with a back in time watch to fix my broken, thrash-minded. The shade shall be replaced with me, for I am the changing. Where nightmares walk and the disease lives on. Champions slicing heads in half on my behalf. What is true and solid? Science! 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 Oh, really? Shall we leave the clones alone or re-enter the soul domain to remain on the last rung of the evolutionary ladder? Only when the world's bladder is full will it release the sickness. I see terrorscapes with intestines encasing wires on power poles that connect the world to the optical tower. Slave dominions flourish! Blemishes on the skin will invite me in, because I am alive with the realization that since you are born, you are dying. When things are closed and they shouldn't be, things are bound for catastrophe. True ghoul, mother of attack. I see a fistful of technology for the bleeding, and as I increase what I unleash, drive up inside my guts with 10 liters of liquid sleep. Race memory, sliding down walls deranged, with fistfuls of tools for the healing. What is true and solid? Electrolysis and animal brain makeup? What keeps the dream alive? Hope! Hope that someday I won't feel like I own a butchered body. The cerebrum changes to accommodate for lack of human contact. Mistrust, use or be used, real and warm. The storm never settles, nothing is definite, all is probable. Gritting my teeth until they chip and send splinters into the gums and lips. I see this reality crumble and lead to gateways into the 12 other dimensions. One plane is stale thought. Dawn in the mind will awaken the body, stripping something of all that it's worth. Hideous creatures to our comprehension change our perception so they won't be responsible for our termination. Life forms within, monstrous compendium. I see the sunset with no hope of ever returning. Machines will live on beyond the grave. Flesh dull, kept in a closet, locked and gagged. Eyes lose focus as we forget. Relations torment feelings like an amputation with a mechanical device. Twitching nerve cells, bubbles veins to protrude, to drain pus into a glass. First drink of the day, which haunts the mood and sets the pace. What is true and solid? Penises and vaginas. Floating carcasses on the roadsides, accommodations for pedophiles to bend the rules so the night stalked can't answer daytime questions. And when the rubble of a passing train, steel on steel, represents the pain I feel, pelvic inflammatory disease will cover the earth like the atmosphere, ripping and tearing without caring, serious about being happy. I increase what I unleash, avocado splendor, volcano plunder.
has stopped. The heartbeat is gone too late. He's dead. Pity he had to die. He was a brilliant man, but he was mad. Pity he had to die. He was a brilliant